And you brought up a very interesting, very important thing, okay? This is something we all need to really listen to and understand and put into practice. Whoever you think is your worst enemy is your best friend. Why? Because when we learn not to be reactive to that person, whoever they are, right? We have learned not to be reactive to everybody in this world like that. So it's a gift of love in disguise to give us a chance to see how we are using something outside of us as our excuse to feel bad inside of us. Dumb.
And it can go slow, right? It need not be at a super fast, because I am working through it, and I am, thank God, I'm making amazing progress, and yet sometimes, I slip, and when I slip, I'm like, fuck it.
No, when you slip, take it to, isn't that interesting? I'm still playing that old game. No, I don't do that anymore. I'm doing it. Put it in its proper place of inspiration to be better. All right? Because we all want to do better. And what's interesting is that we're all doing the very best we can at all times, no matter what it is. That's our best shot. If we could do better, we would do better. Right? Right? Because so what is going on here? Experience is our only teacher. That experience that you had taught you something. And now you can be grateful for that experience. Thank you.
No, Doc, but sometimes it's even a doubt. Did it really, or did I miss it again?
Okay, but even that, doubt's your doubt. Right? It's only as big a doubt as you make it a doubt. That was my post the other day. Doubt your doubt. Right? Whenever I feel doubt about anything, my first response consciously is, I don't do that anymore. I'm feeling good. Because every experience is only there because we have a chance to learn something from that if we're ready to learn it. Fine. If we're not, it'll be back.
It's going to come back to you.
Right? Because everything, this is my bromide for this lifetime. Everything in it has value, has win. And if you don't find the win, you got to do it over again.
Yeah, and I saw totally my old pattern coming in. I wanted to be nice again to this person instead of saying, it's very interesting that, this is happening.
Do you have when you look in the mirror and be nice to that person?
That's all.
Right? When we look in the mirror and we're nice to that person, we won't be negative to that person and make that person uncomfortable and feel bad because of a choice that we made in reaction rather than response.
Sorry, I can relate to you, and I love when you say be nice to yourself.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. We're part of existence, and existence does not make wrong, does not make negativity. It's just our spiritual game that we're playing to find the value in everything. And we can't do that till we find the value in ourselves.
Yeah, because Doc, it's like, you're hurting someone, or you're hurting yourself in the process as well, because it's always a two-way sword. And the first reaction is a reaction that you first want to be nice to, you want to be nice in the eyes of the other, instead of, just saying that, I want to be nice to myself.
Now you just said something that's a lie. You're hurting that person. Not possible. Unless you peed on them physically, you can't hurt them. Now you may say something that they want to take offense at and hurt themselves because of what you said.
That's their problem.
But you're not, that's their problem. Right? Now, you may learn from another person's reaction to what you say that wasn't too smart for me to say that because I see that person's reacting and I don't really want to make them do that. So I'll do it different next time.
Yeah.
But if they're reacting in a negative way, who is reacting?
They.
Right. So you aren't hurting them, they're hurting themselves and using your lack of awareness as their excuse to feel bad. We're back to the same thing. They feel disrespected because of what you said, but who's feeling disrespected? They are.
Yeah, Doc, it's such a subtle thing of the mind where, and I'm glad that this person came in. Because, how you get into your guilt trip and immediately, you just want to compensate it by being nice. So that just the whole compensation, I hurted you, so let me be nice to you. It's such a I hate this.
Okay.
I literally
The
hate
biggest
this.
problem we all have is forgiving ourselves for our stupidity. We can't forgive anybody till we forgive ourselves. And why forgive them? Because a lot of them meant to hurt us if they could. And it's their problem, but it's our problem if we accept it as hurt. It's our movie. When we think, speak, and feel, we make a choice. Does that choice make us feel good or bad? And who's making that choice? We are. All right? So when you start loving yourself, you'll start being aware of all the times you're hurting yourself, and you'll stop it because it doesn't make sense.
And Doc, if it doesn't honor you, you just walk away, right? Because for me, it's a hard process to just walk away.
Okay, that's because you're buying into it. If you don't buy into it, if Blossom Card starts calling me names, all right, I don't have to react. I can go, isn't that interesting? She's having a bad day
Can
today.
I say